There we go. All right. So we have a first activity that requires you to read and speak. Let's see what this is about. All right. So what's the instruction? Read the article and complete it with the headings below. Then look at the 4 photos again. Which of the 12 categories do you think they belong to? So we have some text here. We need to put them together with this, and probably the photos are in another activity or in the guidebook. I don't think they are necessary for this activity, so that's why they didn't put it here. So according to, let's get started with this. Daniel Delgado, would you like to begin?
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead.
Read the article and complete it with the heading below. Then look at the 4 photos again. Which of the 12 categories do you think they belong to?
All right, Daniel. I already read that part. You can continue.
Okay.
According to.
According to communications consultant Terry Prom, there are 12 categories that cover most type of profile pictures.
Profile pictures. All right.
Profile
So
pictures.
the first category is called.
The professional taken photo.
All right. And what's the description for a professionally taken photo?
You use social media mainly for business or career purposes.
All right, Daniel. Thank you very much. So that means that if anybody has a professional photo, it means that usually you would use social media for business or career purposes. Now, there's a second description. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
This second description will have something to do or something related with one of these possibilities. So I want you to read it and then make the relationship. Maria Mercedes, would you like to read this description for number 2?
Yes. Okay, you want to show what you have achieved, achieved, achieved in your family life, and are generally more interested in a response from women than from men.
All right. So which of the following options talks about achievements in your family?
Teacher.
Daniel?
Yes, in the first sentences, the first exercise, on the number two, the right answer is can you go, logo of your business or company?
Logo of your business or company?
Yes, I think.
I mean, the problem is it's already given.
Okay.
So we just have to look for the other answers.
All
right. So we're trying to identify which kind of picture talks about your achievement in your family life.
Photo of you and as a child.
Probably.
No, photo with your baby or a child.
Photo with your baby or child. Could be. Let's put it here. Thank you, Daniel. We're gonna check. Remember, I don't have the answers and we can make a mistake. but this looks good. Let's try number 3. Cecilia Gaibor, would you please read this description?
You see your other half as the most important thing in your life, and you see yourself as on one half of a
Of a couple.
couple.
All right. Which describes this kind of photo? Aha, Maria
Photo
Mercedes.
with
Photo with a partner.
a partner.
Photo with a partner, right? The partner is the person that you spend your time with. The person, your couple, your other half, your middle orange, right? That's your partner. All right. Number 4, having fun with friends. That's already given. Julissa, would you like to read this?
Generally young and carefree. You want
Carefree.
to carefree. You want to project an image of being fun and popular.
Uh-huh. That's it. What's the meaning of carefree?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Well, I believe that's a brand for something, right? Some products in the supermarket has this brand. Well, the thing is, carefree, the word care means that you take care, that you pay attention. But the word free means that you don't need to pay attention. So carefree, I don't need to pay attention to this. You see? So a carefree person, you know, the opposite of carefree would be careful, right? A careful person is cuidadoso, but carefree is a person that doesn't need to be careful of anything, all right? So, well, you already have this answer, so we don't need to answer anything. Thank you, Julissa. Maria de Los Angeles, would you like to read the description for number 5?
You are a bit of an escapist and keen to show a different side of yourself from what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Anyone? Remember, I see some mouths saying the answer, but I won't hear you until you turn on your microphone.
Let me see again the sentences.
Sure.
You're a bit Mm. Okay. Mm.
Photo.
Aha. Thank you, Valeria. You know, there is something important about this description. It says that you are keen to show. The word keen means that you're interested. So you want to show people a different side, different from what you do, different from what you do on a day-to-day basis. So something different from what you do every day. What's something different? Well, a holiday. That's it. Like when you put a picture of you, let's say going to the beach, that would be a holiday photo because you don't go to the beach every day. I mean, at least not the majority of the people. But that's what the word keen means. This is the most important part of this sentence. It's a description of a person that is interested on doing something. All right? So please keep in mind this little description for this. Wait, let me check something. Okay. Mr. Alfonso, buenos días.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo está, mister? Buenos días con todos.
Muy
No se
buenos
preocupe,
días.
estoy en la sesión nada más. Hay una alumna que me está escribiendo que no ha podido acceder a su clase.
¿Cómo se llama?
Deme un segundo, deme un minuto para corroborar.
Claro que sí. Porque en este momento de la lista solamente tengo ausentes a Jordan Suárez, Iván Almeida, Nicole Y María, no, perdón, María de los Ángeles sí está. Sería Nicole.
Justamente es Nicole.
Sí, sí. Y a Nicole yo no le he tenido en ninguna de las clases
Sí, me
desde que
dice que
empezamos.
le digo que se una
Sí, sí, por favor.
por, por si acaso usted la movió de la sesión, porque si la movió de la sesión ya no va a poder entrar y habría que reiniciar la clase.
No, no, no se preocupe, mister. El
Ya,
caso con cuando yo remuevo estudiantes los pongo en sala de espera, nunca los
ok.
saco de la reunión.
Listo, perfecto. Ya lo estoy escribiendo.
Listo.
Entonces, muchas gracias, mister.
Gracias a usted, mister. Buen día. All right, let's continue. So we have 3 minutes, but don't worry, we can reset the activity. We already have some of the answers. Number 6, I would like to hear this from Mr. Adrián.
Mm, this kind of image says that you don't really want to grow up and face the future. You are nostalgic for your childhood.
All right, if you're nostalgic for your childhood, what picture would you put?
A photo of you as a child.
Photo of you as a child. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Adrian. Number 7 is already given, so we just need some reading. Mr. Ronnie, I would like to hear you.
Okay, number 7. Using a caricature is a way of saying that your image is not
Your
rigid,
image.
image isn't rich, and that you don't take yourself too seriously.
All right, very good. So whenever you put these emojis, or how do you call when you have your own picture? It has the avatar, right? When you put yourself in avatar and not your real picture, apparently, according to this person, it means that you don't really have a rigid image of yourself, or you don't take yourself seriously. That's also interesting. Number 8. Now I would like to hear this from Mr. Wilson Arriaga.
Okay, photo relate to your name, but no, actually you show C or
Sign,
product sign or product label,
label.
for example, you want to be identifiable, but you feel your name is more important than what you look like.
All right, thank you very much. So the name was very long. Thank you, Wilson. A photo related with your name, but it's not you, it's not the person. They see the name. So that's another kind of photo for social media. Number 9, Cristina. This is just reading. Cristina,
Perdón, estaba hablando con el micrófono
me di
apagado.
cuenta.
Photo relates to your politic belief or things that you support. You think that you believe and interests are more important than your personality.
Aha, very good. And I can think of many people having this situation with Barcelona and Emelec, right? When that happens, you don't have a profile picture of you, you have a profile picture with the shield, with the picture of Barcelona or a cup or Emelec or the t-shirt, things like that, because that is who you are. So that's an interesting concept. Let's do this again so we can finish the activity. So we had photo with a partner was your other half. Oh, sorry. Photo with the partner is your other half. A photo with your baby or child. The holiday photo here. Photo of you as a child. Okay, so now we have number 10. We haven't solved this. Maria Eugenia, please read the description for number 10.
Okay. ¿Se escucha?
Yes?
Okay. You feel that slowing yourself with a will known person will make yourself more important.
You only have two
Do?
options.
Okay. The photo with a celebrity.
Photo with a celebrity, because the celebrity is a well-known person. So if you have a picture with a celebrity, it makes you feel, or you want other people to feel like you are a well-known person too. You're more important. I mean, things like that. Do you have a picture with a celebrity? Anyone? This is an interesting question. No? Have you seen anyone in the
Yes.
street and asked for a photo? Who said yes? Maria Eugenia?
Mercedes.
No,
No, Maria
Mercedes.
Mercedes, yeah. Yes.
Who do you have
With
the picture
Noel
with?
Chacris.
With who?
Noel Chacris?
With Noel Charis. Really? Wow.
Yes.
When did that happen?
When after the concert in the Sanchez Aguilar. Yes, and meet and greet.
And
I
in the
met
meet and greet.
I met
Wow.
yes, I met him.
Great experience. Was it only his concert or Sin Bandera concert with the other guy?
No, single.
Single. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's so interesting. Anyone else? Does anyone else have a picture with a celebrity? No?
No.
All right. What about you, Nicole? Nice to meet you. Nicole, are you there? Can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Let me do something. Ocho. Nicole, can you hear me? All right. Le mandé un mensaje porque creo que no nos escucha. All right. Well, I have a picture with a celebrity too. Once I saw José Delgado in Edificio Las Cámaras. So I have a picture with him. And after 3 years, I saw him again in Mi Comisariato, and I took a picture with him too. He's a celebrity because everybody knows him, right? You know who José Delgado is?
Yes, I meet Jose Delgado too in my college.
Really? And what was he
The
doing in your school?
daughter of him
His
was
daughter?
in my college.
Really? Wow. Wow, that's a small city. Where did you study, Johnny?
And I was in Liceo Cristiano.
In Liceo Cristiano. Okay. Oh, that makes sense because next to Liceo Cristiano was the comisariato I saw him.
Yes.
All right, Johnny. Thank you for sharing. So nobody else has a picture with any celebrity. Or maybe you're the kind of person that doesn't like to take pictures with celebrities. Okay, let's continue with 11. I would like to hear Miss, let me see, Andrea Sanchez.
Yes, Mister. Self-portrait taken with camera, one camera phone. Functional, excited look, idol dress, hook, 10 miles I am.
Take me as I am. In other words, accept me. I am not willing to do anything special for you. This is who I am. Interesting position. And finally, number 12, Jorge Arroyo.
You only use social media in a professional capacity and you identify more with your work role than with your private life, logo of your business or company.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, Jorge.
Let's finish the attempt and check the answers. And yes, as I thought, Nicole was not hearing us. She's not here anymore. Okay, so we got all the answers right. Please keep track of these answers so that you can answer correctly when you do it. All right. So this was like a first starting activity because the chapter is called Judging by Appearances. All right. Based on this, we will continue with the next part. Now, the next section is the vocabulary section. Let me see when we have the grammar. Oh, we have a song here. Good. Modal verbs. All right. Gonna have fun in this class. All right. So this is more like a listening activity. I am going to play this track and you have to identify which one of the 4 faces is the thief. Do you know what a thief is? Does anyone know what is a thief?
Ladrón.
Aha, very good. A robber or any other kind. I mean, a thief. In English, you have many words for thieves depending on how they steal things, right? Like if they steal things from a supermarket, it's a thief, but it's also called a shoplifter. In English, you have fancy words for different kinds of robbery. Now, if somebody enters your house, breaks into your house, that person is considered a burglar. So you have another word for the same thing, depending on how or what is the method that they take things that do not belong to them. So based on this description, we are simply going to identify the thief. Let me share the sound and play.
3.38.
Okay, ladies. Now, can you describe the man you saw in the bank?
Well, he was quite tall, you know. He had very long legs and quite skinny, you know, thin. Yes, very narrow shoulders. And he had a beard and a little moustache. No, he didn't. He had a moustache, but not a beard. It's just that I think he hadn't shaved. No, it was a beard, I'm sure. And anyway, Doris, you weren't wearing your glasses, so you can't have seen him very well. I could see perfectly well.
Ladies, please. So, no moustache then?
He had a moustache, but he didn't have a beard.
And what about his hair?
Dark. Yes, short, dark hair.
Straight?
No, curly, I'd say. Wouldn't you say, Doris? Yes, very curly.
So, dark, curly hair.
Yes, that's what we said. Are you deaf or something?
What about his eyes? Did you notice what colour they were?
Brown eyes. Nothing special. And quite small. But he had a big nose. Yes, a very big nose.
And what time was it when you saw this man?
All right. Were you able to identify who the thief was?
The third one.
The third one. What makes you believe it's number 3?
Jorge.
All right. 2 of you spoke at the same time. I need one answer.
The curly hair.
Curly hair. All right. So we have two guys with curly hair, but we know from the first description that the thief didn't have a beard, and this guy has a beard. It was only a mustache. That's what the lady said, mustache. So number 3 has a mustache, and he also has curly hair. So apparently this is the thief. And let's see. And that is the right answer. The thief is number 3, according to the description of the ladies. Now, would you say that the ladies were young ladies or old ladies?
All ladies,
How do you know that?
because of the sound of his voice, her voice,
Actually, not her, because there were many ladies.
their
Their
voice.
voices, right? Because of their voices, they sounded like older people, right? And you can also recognize and describe people with their voices. All right. Let's continue with the next activity. We have a word bank. By the way, don't forget, I am going to give you time to do these activities. If you do it together with me, you will probably won't finish on time. If I take longer, I repeat. But if you do the same, it's a pain. So let's try to minimize that situation. All right, this is a very simple activity. Now we're going to talk about the parts of the body, things that we learned when we are children, right? You know the parts of the body. Maybe there is one or two that you don't really know. So this is the moment where we learn. All right, so we would say, let's go in order. Number 1, what is this?
Mouth.
A mouth, right? So number 1 is a mouth. Very good. Number 2, what is that?
Head.
Head. Head is over here. Number 2 is head. By the way, I mean, this is very simple vocabulary, but I would like somebody to tell me, how do you call people that have no hair?
Bald.
Bald. Very good. Bald means calvo. Bald. A person with no hair is bald. All right, number 3, what are these?
Feet.
Well, they are feet, but they are focusing on one part of the feet. How do you call the little fingers in your feet?
Toes.
Toes. Toes. All right, it's toes, number 3. Because in Spanish, we have the same word, dedos de las manos, dedos de los pies. But in English, your hands have fingers and your feet have toes. It's not the same word in English. In Spanish, dedos. In English, no, it's not the same. All right, let's go with number 4. What is number 4?
Neck.
Neck. All right. Number 4 is neck. Number 5.
Hands.
Hands. All right. Hands is number 5. What about number 6? What are those?
Arms.
Arms, right? The arms. Number 6 are arms. Number 7?
Feet.
Feet, right? Nicole, are you speaking?
Yes.
All right. Nice to meet you, Nicole. What's your last name?
De los Ríos.
Nicole de los Ríos. De los Ríos is your last name. That sounds like a middle
Yes.
name. Okay. Nicole de los Ríos. Let me put this. de los fluidos. Ok, Nicole, ahora sí tiene su asistencia. Anyone else? Iván Almeida, are you here?
Yes, mister. I'm here.
Where are you? I don't see you. Ivan. Oh, there you are. Okay. Good job. Jordan Suarez? Is Jordan around? No. All right. So he's the only one absent. Let's continue. All right. So we are in the parts of the body. We just did number 6, 7. 7 are feet. Good job. Next, what is number 8?
Back.
Back, right? Back, number 8. That's why mochila is called backpack, right? Because it's the bag you hold on your back. Number 8. Number 9, what is it?
Face.
Face, right? This is your face. Good. Number 10. Six pack.
Stomach.
What?
Stomach. Stomach.
All right, stomach. Not stomach. It's not an ch sound. It's a K sound. Stomach. Repeat, please.
Stomach.
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 Stomach. Remember, when the letter starts with with S, it's not S. It's just stomach. Repeat. Stomach.
Stomach.
Stomach. Very good, Cecilia. Thank you. All right. Although this is kind of offensive because my stomach does not look like this. Don't you think? I won't show you my stomach. You just believe me. Number 10 is stomach. Where is it? Here. 11. What is number 11?
Teeth.
Teeth, right? There is something special about these two words, feet and teeth. Those are the plural. What is the singular for teeth? Does anyone remember? Because you say 2 teeth, 3 teeth, one tooth. Tooth. All right. And what about feet? You have 2 feet, but you have 1. Two feet, but you only have 1. Anyone? What's the singular for feet? It's the same, like teeth, tooth. Feet, foot. That's it. Foot. Very good. All right. I was going to say something else, but I just forgot. So number 11 is teeth. Oh, yeah, I remember. So there's something else. In Spanish, we make a distinction between dientes y muela. Teeth son los dientes y las muelas. Oh, aquí estaba la respuesta. Singular tooth. Teeth son dientes y muelas. No? Well, in English, there is no distinction. Muela también es tooth. All right? Keep that in mind. This is very important. Let's continue. Oh, especially when you go to the dentist in English. You go to the gringo dentist. Hey, me duele la muela. Look, how do you say? I have a tooth pain because it's still the same word. Number 12. What is number 12?
Shoulders.
Shoulders. Shoulders. All right. Number 12, shoulders. 13.
Eyes.
Eyes. Very good. 14.
Fingers.
Fingers. Very good. 15.
Tongue.
Tongue. Very good. Tongue. 16.
Ears.
Ears. 16 ears. 17.
Legs.
Legs. Very good. 18.
Nose.
Nose. 19.
Knees.
Knees. And 20.
Mouth.
Mouth again. Number 1 was mouth.
Lips.
Lips. What's the difference? Mouth is the whole thing. Lips, labios. Right? Por eso se llama lipstick, ¿cierto? Lipstick. Lápiz labial. Lipstick. All right. So those are your lips. There we go. And correct. Please keep track of the answers so you don't make any mistake, especially when it comes to number 3 and 7. 3 are toes, not feet. Feet is 7. Number 1 is mouth. Number 20 is lips. And number 11 is not mouth either. It's only the teeth. All right. I believe those are the only things that could be confusing. All right. Next. Now for this one, let me see the layout. Oh, okay. We're going to do it together because we have some words related to actions that people do with their bodies that I would like to describe as well. All right. Let's get started with number 1. I would like to hear Miss Maria Mercedes.
Okay, complete the sentences with a verb from the list in the correct tense. Number 1, don't be frightened of the dog. He won't touch.
Touch. He won't touch.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, you can only touch with your hands. And dogs do not have hands. They have paws.
Oh, sorry. Bite.
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 Because you bite with your...
No.
Not with your mouth, with your teeth.
Oh.
Right?
Your
You
teeth.
bite with your teeth, and dogs have teeth. Pointy teeth. That's why they say, don't be frightened, don't be afraid. He won't bite.
Okay.
No le va a morder, right? That's bite. Thank you, Maria Mercedes. Let's continue. Let's try with another person. Number 2. Let me see. Luis Andrade, number 2.
Okay. Jason touched the ball too hard and it went over the wall into the next garden.
Into the next garden. All right. Jason touched the ball too hard. Well, the thing is, Mr. Luis, when you touch things, you cannot touch things hard or softly, right? So there must be another verb.
Started.
Stared. Well, the thing is, stared is a synonym for looking or watching. So you're looking too hard the ball. How can you look hard? There's no way. So when you're playing ball, cuando usted está jugando pelota, what do you do? What's the action for that?
Kicked.
Aha. Thank you, Valeria. Luis, you kicked the ball. The word kick means patear. Right? Ahí sí tiene sentido. Jason kicked the ball too hard. La pateó muy fuerte. Okay? So hard, it went over the wall. Se le fue la pelota. Right? That's number 2. Thank you very much. Number 3. Let's try now with Mr. Daniel.
Teacher. Don't stone, you may hit somebody.
Ajá.
Throw, don't throw.
Throw, very good, Daniel.
Don't throw.
Yes, don't throw stones. Daniel, what are stones?
Rocas, piedras.
Piedras, rocas, rocks. Stones,
Rocks.
piedras. All right, Daniel, thank you very much.
Bien, teacher.
All right, let's continue with number 4. Number 4, Johnny Tomala.
Okay. Something delicious. Are you making a cake? The answer is smell. Something smell delicious.
Very good, Mr. Johnny. So something smells delicious. All right. This one could also be something tastes delicious, but something is the third person. So you need the S. And by the way, by context, are you making a cake? That means that you're not eating the cake yet. So smells is the right action for this. Thank you. And let's continue with number 5. Number 5, Mr. Adrian.
The stranger smiled at me for a long time, but he didn't say anything.
All right. This is interesting. Well, first of all, Mr. Adrian, smile would be weird. So according to the context is correct, but not according to the grammar, right? Because the stranger, so you either have a third person in singular, which requires an S, smiles, or a past tense, the stranger smiled. Is there any other option, Adrian?
It's hard.
Stared, right? I would
Stared.
say is stared. Because remember, stare is similar to watch, to look. So the stranger was looking at me for a long time. That would be the same idea. The stranger stared at me. So you stare at something. Thank you, Adrian. And let's continue. Number 6. I would like to hear Valeria.
Can you take the rice? I'm not sure. Isn't cooked yet.
Oh, sorry, the mouse.
Yes.
I'm not
if
sure.
It's cooked, if it's cooked yet.
If it's cooked yet. All right, Valeria. The thing is, the pronunciation. How do you pronounce this word?
Taste.
Taste. Can you taste the rice? Say it again.
Taste.
No, the whole sentence.
Okay, can you taste the rice? I'm not sure if it's cooked yet.
Very good. Thank you, Valeria. Number 7. Let's try now with Miss Maria Eugenia. Number 7.
Es some builders
Builders.
when the girls walked the paths. Sería whistle.
Whistled.
Miraron. Silbaron, perdón.
Silbaron. Yeah, miraron sería stared.
Silbaron.
Silbaron. Okay, so some builders, la típica. Some builders whistled when the girl walked past. So there was a lady walking and the builders, what happens, right? What happens in every part of the world. Thank you, Maria Eugenia. Number 8. Maria de Los Ángeles.
Don't touch the oven door. It's really hot.
Very good. Now you do something with your hands, right? Don't touch the oven. What's the oven?
Horno.
El horno. Very good. Number 9. Number 9, Mr. Jorge Arroyo.
The audience clapped when I finished singing.
Very good. What is the meaning of clap?
Aplaudir.
Thank you, Jorge. He's doing the mimic, so he doesn't say this in Spanish. But yes, clap means aplaudir. All right, the audience clapped. Thank you. Number 10, Michelle Olaya.
The teacher Sundry at me and say, what's the...
Oh, she's gone. All right, never mind. Connection issues. Ivan Almeida, would you like to read number 10?
The teacher suddenly noted at me when I said, and said, what's the answer? I hadn't even heard the question.
I haven't even heard.
I hadn't even heard the question.
Heard the question. All right. The problem is, what's the meaning of nod? Nod is this action. Like when you say yes with your face. The teacher suddenly said yes to my face and said, what's the answer? Does it make sense? I think there's another possibility. You only have 3 options. Nodded, pointed, and smile.
Noted.
What, Ivan?
Noted.
The other. What's the other?
Pointed.
Pointed. All right. The teacher suddenly pointed at me and said, what's the answer? So the teacher is expecting you to answer the question. Thank you, Ivan. Number 11, Marcos Merchan.
In Russia, if you smile at strangers, people think you are mad.
You are mad. That is true. And not only in Russia, but in many countries around Russia, right? In Estonia, in Ukraine, and so on. They think that you're mad if you smile at people. What is the meaning of mad?
It's like angry.
Repeat, please. I believe somebody said enojado. Mad, enojado. But that makes no sense. How can you be angry and smile at people? The answer is that mad is angry, but it also means another thing. What's the other thing?
Burlarse.
Well, actually, when you say that you're mad, it's talking about yourself. All right. I'm going to tell you. The word mad is a synonym for crazy. People think you're crazy. If you go on the street smiling to strangers, you're crazy. That's the meaning of mad, all right? But it's more like a European crazy. In American English, you would simply say crazy and that's it. You're crazy, you're out of your mind. Not really mad. Mad is more for European side. And number 12. Let me ask Miss Cristina, number 12.
Everybody in angry when in Spain. My idea is noted.
Nodded. All right. Do you remember what is nodded?
Asentir, o sea, asientas.
With your head, right? So it's like you say yes with your head. In agreement when I explained my idea, not idea. Idea is in Spanish, idea. Repeat number 12, Cristina.
Idea.
No, all the sentence. Everybody
Noted in the agreement when in Spain, my idea.
idea. Porque la I en inglés suena I. Por lo tanto, ¿cómo suena esto, Cristina?
I explain.
I explained. I means yo. Cada vez que usted hable de usted misma es I, no I. When I explained my idea. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the answers for the whole vocabulary section. That should be helpful for you. All right. So before we continue, considering that we have already done 1, 2, 3, 4 activities, I'm going to give you from 5 to 10 minutes to complete these activities. While you do that, I will help Maria de Los Angeles with the reset of one of the activities from last week. All right. Please make sure you read the chat so you can complete the activities we did last week. All right. This is especially important for Nicole. Nicole, are you in the WhatsApp group? Yes, you are. I sent you a message. All right. So in the WhatsApp group, I am sending all the summary of the activities that we have done in class. That is something that you have to work on your own. All right. All right. Very good. So guys, for the next activity, we will have to read the information about the diphthongs and then listen and write the 6 words and sounds. But more important than that, this is for pronunciation purposes, which means that I need you to pronounce. I need you to speak. So obviously, based on the picture, we can see that this is a bike, this is a train. What else? This is a phone, right? This is an owl, a chair, and the ear. What I want you to notice is that we have different sounds. I, A, right? O, ow, A, ear. You see? That's the sounds that we're looking for. And just for like, well, we usually call this phonetics, but you can see the Latin word, the Latin letter. The word a is a. There's no other way. So this is I, bike. You see? I, bike. A, train. La E with the I. I mean, la E con la I. Lo pensé en español. The E with the I, a, train. All right, but ¿qué hacemos con esta? Do you see it? ¿Qué es esa E al revés? ¿Cómo pronuncio una E al revés? Let's follow the word. How do you say this word? Phone, right? Phone. So, la E al revés es una O. Phone. I don't think so. Veámosla de acá. Chair. Chair. Estoy diciendo O. Chair. Not really. Ear. Es una O. Ear. No es una O. ¿Qué es la E al revés? Can somebody try to make the sound? Only the sound? Anybody? ¿Algún valiente? No es
It's una
una...
E in Spanish.
Yes, yes.
It's una E in Spanish.
Es una E en Spanish. E. La E en español sería la de train, la que está aquí. La E en la dirección normal. Pero esto es una E al revés. ¿Cuál es ese sonido en inglés? Ok. Normalmente lo que yo les explico a mis estudiantes, y es mucho más fácil de entenderlo así, es que es otro sonido. No es ninguna de las 5 vocales que ustedes conocen. Es otro sonido. Es como si en inglés existiera una sexta vocal. ¿Y cómo hago sonar esa vocal? Bueno, es como que usted trata de pronunciar la E y la O al mismo tiempo. Entonces hace un sonido así como de loco. Ah, ¿sí lo notó? No es E, no es plano, no es O, no es redondo, es Entonces, por eso ear, ¿se dan cuenta? Dice ear. No es ear, no es ear, es ear. Er. Es un sonido así como profundo. Esa es como la sexta vocal en inglés. Lo mismo con chair. Usted comienza con la E plana, che, pero luego chair. ¿Ok? We are going to practice only those sounds. Chair and ear. ¿Ok? Let's go one by one. María de los Ángeles, you begin. Chair, ear. Microphone.
Yes.
Only 5 and 6, María de los Ángeles.
Hair, ear.
Ok, pero allí ya no sonó la E, solo sonó el R. Son dos sonidos. Chair. Chair, ear. Repeat.
Chair, ear.
Ear. Very good, María de los Ángeles. Cristina.
Yes.
Repeat. Todos estamos repitiendo lo mismo. 5 and 6. Chair,
Chair,
ear.
ear, chair, ear,
Usted está haciendo solo un sonido. No es
chair,
chair, es chair,
chair,
ear.
Ear.
Ear está muy bien. Chair, otra vez.
Chair.
No es chair. Chair. Primero la E y
Chair.
luego el er.
Chair.
Chair. Very good. Okay, thank you, Cristina. Daniel Delgado.
Teacher.
Number 5 and 6.
Chair, ear.
Otra vez. Chair.
Chair, ear.
Very good. Thank you. Valeria Larrea.
Chair, ear.
Ear. Very good. Ivan.
Chair, ear.
Chair. Otra vez.
Chair, ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. Cecilia.
Hair, ear.
Very nice. Good. Adrián Villamar.
Chair, ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. Johnny.
Share and ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. Ronnie. Ronnie tuvo una cuestión. Julissa.
Chair, ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. All right. Jorge.
Chair, ear.
Very good.
Very
Jorge.
good.
Thank you. Andrea Sánchez.
Chair, ear.
Mhm. Good job. Michelle.
Chair, ear.
Very good. Careful. That's ER. Ear.
Ear.
Ear. Very good. Wilson.
Chair, ear.
Ear. Very good. Good job. Luis Andrade.
Chair, ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. María Eugenia.
Chair, ear.
Very good. María Mercedes.
Chair, ear.
Excellent. Nicole.
Chair, ear.
Again.
Chair, ear.
Chair, ear. Very good. All right. Am I missing anyone? Adrián, Johnny, Ronnie, Julissa. No, apparently we are all. Okay, so what's the point? I mean, remember, we are using two sounds. That's why you have the word diphthongs as a title. Diphthongs are a combination of two short vowel sounds. So we need two sounds, not just one. That's why I was insisting. It's not chair. It's not chair. No puedo decir mal. It's not char. It's not chair. Es como chair. Chair. So two vowel sounds. That's important to remember. All right. So, well, you have the answers there. The exercise is very simple because you have the little picture that follows the sound. Bike, train, phone, owl, chair, ear. All right, you have two sounds in these words. All right. Oh, and by the way, I didn't play the sound. You have only been listening to me. So let's listen to the lady or man.
3.41. 1. Bike.
Bike.
I.
2. Train. A.
Train.
3. Phone. O.
Phone.
4. Owl.
Owl.
5. Chair.
Chair.
Air.
6. Ear.
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 Oh, by the way, cierto. In British English, they do not pronounce the R.
Mister,
Adrián.
That's the thing that I was confused because in the each I mean for example Alticia and the audio from Moodle, all that sound is from British, so it's a little confused. So.
Yes, it's a little confusing, Adrian. I accept that. But that's the program that we are using. So the program that we have in Academia de Idiomas is based on Cambridge, and Cambridge is from England. So all the English education we are given and you're receiving is British English. But still, that's not necessarily something bad because the teachers, most of the teachers, they will have this training where we can make the relationship between American English and British English. And I will normally give you those little hints. Like in American English, people call it this way, but in British English, they say this side. And this is one of the things that I'm pointing out, the R sound. They don't say R, they simply say ah. And the R is mute. La R is muda. That's weird, but that's the way they pronounce. If you don't believe me, go and watch a Harry Potter movie. Right? You watch Harry Potter, and what do they say? Oh, Harry Potter. Potter, not Potter. Potter will be very American English, but no, they say Potter.
That's true.
That yes, it is. I'm telling you. So instead of saying chair, like in American English, which is the one that I learned, they say chair, chair, and they do not pronounce the R. It's not ear for them. It's not the R. They say ear, ear. All right. So, well, I mean, differences. It's like Spanish English from Spain, el español de España, también, es la Z, right? So differences from different places. That's normal, but it's still the same language. All right, boys and ladies, I am going to close these activities. We don't need them anymore. And we can continue with the next part. We're still working on pronunciation, so now you're supposed to write this word in the correct columns, but please, in alphabetical order, all right? By the way, I already have one person who finished this. Mr. Johnny, ¿no quiere dar la clase? No, Mr. Johnny is not here. All right, ahí está. Mr. Johnny, ya usted terminó toda la unidad, creo.
No, just still to the 3B.
You're still doing 3B.
Yes.
All right. All right. Please don't get so much ahead because then if you make a mistake, we will have an inconvenience. So what do we need to do? Please, in alphabetical order. This is what we're going to do. So you just have to do the same exercise. You identify the words that have the same sound. All right, we already did bike, train, phone, owl, chair, ear. All right, all of these words, they have similar sounds. So I want you to put them in alphabetical order. This activity is something you have to work on by yourself. So I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to work on this activity and then we check. All right, this time you do it on your own. All right, so we have done the first 2 activities related with the pronunciation. All right, but we have an additional practice here. I am only going to play the audio track, but this will certainly be part of a pronunciation practice that we're gonna do in Flipgrid. The thing is, we're not doing this today. I'm gonna leave this activity for a following class so we can review what we learned today, right? Let's check it out.
3.42. 1. Bike. Eye. Bite. Eyes. Smile.
2.
Sorry. Apparently this audio track is the same as in the previous activity. So never mind. I'm simply going to tell you the pronunciation of these little phrases. So these words, fair, it's like chair, right? Remember the word chair? Well, now you have two combining sounds. Fair hair, fair hair. Then we have the following, narrow, narrow. Okay, narrow shoulders. A wide mouth, a wide mouth. Brown eyes, brown eyes. A Roman nose, Roman nose. Roman nose. A round face, a round face. So once again, we are practicing the same sounds that we did in the previous activities, just with a different word. All right? We also have a song here, apparently. A 28-second song. Let's check.
3.44.
Tony's phone is switched off. He might be on the plane now or just boarding.
Laura might not like that.
Yeah, that's definitely not a song. I am going to report these two audio tracks apparently have the wrong audio uploaded in Moodle. All right, we're going to leave that for later. And we can continue with the grammar. Actually, well, I don't know. I have to ask you this because we just have the grammar and the listening pending. All right, and 6B comes together with a workbook with some activities that you are going to do on your own after the break. But that was my question. I mean, should we do the grammar first or the listening and reading first? What did you vote for?
Listening.
You want to do the listening first. All right. That is just fine. Thank you, Daniel, for letting me know. We're jumping to the listening part and then we go back to the grammar. So you have the information fresh. What is this activity about? Well, oh, and by the way, you only have 7 minutes to do the activity when you open it. So obviously do it as soon as you can. We have a little picture here. Listen to a woman talking about the man in the photo and answer the questions. What did he look like? And you have a whole bunch of options. Where were the speaker and her friend Adriana? And well, you have some of the options there too. All right, let's check it out. I will be pausing so you can give me some of the answers.
3.48. When the old man had gone past, I said, Adriana, that man isn't a tramp. He's Michael Foot, an ex-politician. He used to be the leader of the Labour Party, and he's a very brilliant and intelligent man. And he definitely isn't homeless. He lives in one of the most expensive parts of London, and he certainly doesn't need any money. He just doesn't believe in dressing very smartly. Even when he was a politician, he used to look a bit of a mess. Adriana was really surprised. She said that in Italy, no politician or ex-politician would ever look like that. But I told her that in Britain, you can't always judge people by their appearance, because a lot of people, even rich people, don't worry too much about the way they dress. She was very surprised.
All right, we had the whole information in once. So first of all, what did he look like?
He looked a real mess.
He looked like a real mess. Finish reading the phrase, Mr. Daniel.
He looked a real mess. He had very long white hair and he was wearing a jacket with a hole in it and all looking shoes. He looked like a tramp.
Like a tramp. Uh-huh. All right. Thank you, Daniel. That's the first answer. Where were the speaker and her friend Adriana? Another person? Anyone?
They were in Hampstead Heights, a big park in North London.
Aha, in the Hampstead Heath, a big park in North London. I actually didn't hear that part. Maybe they did. Let me listen again.
When the old man had gone past, I said, Adriana, that man isn't a tramp. He's meant to be the leader of the brilliant and indefinitely isn't homeless. He lives in one of the most expensive parts of London. He just doesn't believe in dressing. Politician, he used to look a bit of a mess. Adriana was really surprised. She said that in Italy, no politician or ex-politician would ever look like that. But I told her that in Britain, you can't always judge people by their appearance, because a lot of people, even rich people, don't worry too much about.
I don't think they mentioned it, but never mind. I mean, it makes sense that this is the answer. What were they doing when they saw the men? What were they doing?
They were sitting on a bench.
Sitting on a bench. That's the answer that makes sense. And yes, if they are in a park, they are probably sitting on a bench looking at the people. What did Adriana want to do?
He went to give the old man some money.
She wanted to give the old man some money because they thought this old man was a homeless person, a person without a home. And what did the speaker do?
She told her friend not to give the man any money.
Because he was an important person and he wasn't homeless. He was just a person that didn't really like to wear nice clothes. Right? And yes, those answers make sense. Now you got the answers for this little activity. And we can move on. All right. 6F. Now, it's reading and listening, right? So we have a reading assignment here. And wow, do you remember this video? It was from a few years ago. I remember this lady, Susan Boyle, a singer, right? Do you remember the program? Oh, actually, you have it in the first two lines. Susan Boyle in Britain's Got Talent. That's Susan Boyle. All right, let's start this reading together, right? I'm going to open this here so we can read better. Yes, appearance matters. I would like to hear this first from Johnny.
Okay. When Susan Boyle first walked onto the stage on the Got Talent TV show, people immediately thought that she looked like a four, four, for
47.
47 years old single woman who lived alone with her cat, which in fact she was. Nobody thought for a minute that she had a chance of doing well on the show or could ever become a star. But when she opened,
Okay, thank you, Mr. Johnny. So we are introducing this lady, what I told you before. She was a participant in Britain's Got Talent. All right, remember Britain's Got Talent is a franchise for a TV show. We had that in Ecuador too. Ecuador tiene talento, remember. It's the same thing. So you have people who dance, people who sing, and she was a singer. So the thing is, her appearance wasn't really very nice. So nobody thought that she would have a chance. But something happened. Continue reading, please, Maria Eugenia. But when she opened her mouth.
But when say, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
But when she opened her mouth and started singing, I dreamed from
I
the
dreamed a
musical.
dream.
I dreamed from the musical Les Miserables.
Okay, the
No
thing
sé.
is, Les Miserables is a French musical. So
Oh.
it has a different pronunciation. I don't know French. If somebody knows French here, please tell me what's the pronunciation for this. I've heard it, but I don't like to repeat it.
Okay.
I just know that the letter S at the end is not pronounced in French. So it starts with Le Miserable, something like that. Continue. Los Miserables in Spanish.
Okay. Everybody must
Was
amazed
amazed.
after
Maria
uh,
Eugenia, you have a period there. Tiene un punto. Make your pause. Everybody
okay.
was amazed.
Everybody was amazed.
Continue.
After the video of her performance went viral,
Viral.
journalists started talking about how wrong it is to stereotype people into categories and how why shows learns use and for all not to use a book by its cover.
All right. I am going to work a little bit with you here, Maria Eugenia. I need you to pronounce this properly. All right. So we're going to start from here. Repeat after me. After the video of her performance.
Repeat, please.
After the video of her performance.
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 Her performance.
Performance.
No es her, es her.
Her performance.
Her performance went viral.
Went viral.
Viral.
Went viral.
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 Okay. Journalists.
Journalists.
Started talking.
Started talking.
Started talking.
Started talking.
About.
About.
How wrong it is.
How wrong it is.
To stereotype.
To stereotype.
People.
People.
Into categories.
Into categories.
And how we should learn.
And how we should learn.
Once and for all.
Once and
for all.
Once and for all.
Not to judge.
Not to judge.
A book.
A book.
By its cover.
By its cover.
Okay, María Eugenia. Usted solita. After the video.
After the video on the performance went viral, your lines started talking about how
journalists started talking.
Journalists started talking about how wrong it is to stereotype people into categories and how we should learn once and for all not to judge about
not to judge
a book by its cover.
A book.
A book.
No boot. No es una T. Book.
A book by its cover.
By its cover. Thank you, María Eugenia.
Debo practicar. Lo sé.
Está practicando, por eso le hago repetir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So now we know what happened. We all know that Susan Boyle was performing, and after her performance, everybody was amazed because at the beginning, nobody thought that she would be very talented because of her appearance. All right. Let's continue. I would like to hear Mr. Wilson. But social scientists with your microphone on, please, Wilson.
But social scientists cite that there are reasons why we judge people
Judge.
judge people based on how they look. On a very basic level, judging people by their
Judging.
judging
Judging, yes.
people by their appearance
Appearance.
appearance means putting things quickly
Quickly.
into categories.
Categories. Thank you, Wilson. Continue, Nicole.
Categories.
In the past,
In the past, being able to do this was vitally important, and humans
humans,
humans develop
humans,
humans
uh-huh,
developed the ability to
judge,
judge other people in seconds. Susan Fisk, a professor of psychology and neuroscience at Princeton University, said that traditionally most stereotypes and like
linked,
linked to judging
judging, yes.
uh, whether a person looks dangerous or not.
Thank you, Nicole. Let's continue. Mr. Aquí estaba Marlon. No, Marcos. Marcos Merchan. Marcos Merchan. I don't see you. Check the chat. No, he's not here. All right. Let's continue. Miss María de Los Ángeles.
In prehistoric times, it was important to stay away from people who look aggressive and dominant, she said. One reason why our brains persist in using stereotypes, experts say, is that often they give us generally accurate information, even if all details aren't right.
Thank you
Mr.
very
Paul?
much. Thank you. Let's continue with Ivan. Miss Boyles.
Miss Boyle's appearance, for example, accurately tell us a lot about her, including her socioeconomic level and lack of worldly experience.
Very good. Thank you, Ivan. Valeria Larrea.
People's enthusiasm for Susan Boyle
Hey,
and
wait. People's what?
enthusiasm.
How do you pronounce that? Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Okay, again. People's.
People's enthusiasm, like
Mhm.
that. Okay.
Yes, excellent.
Susan Boyle and for other underdogs who ends up winning. It's unlikely to stop us from stereotyping people.
Thank
This
you.
makes
Thank you. Andrea Sanchez.
This may be one of the reasons why, although Miss
Although.
Boyle, although Miss Boyle expressing expressed they hope that maybe this could teach the lesson or seek
A lesson.
a lesson
Lesson.
lesson a lesson or seek an example. She think
She did begin
She did begin to
change
her change her
appearance
appearance where Mac up the her green hair and appearing in more
stylish
stylish clothing.
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 All right. Thank you, Andrea. All right. So now we read the article. By the way, we just have 2 minutes left. So we just have to answer if this is true or false. I am going to do this again. How do I do that? All right. No determinar intento. And let's do it again. All right. So true or false? First one, scientists think that judging by appearance is an important skill. True or false?
True. True.
It is true, right? They say that this comes from prehistoric times. After her appearance on TV, people started saying that we shouldn't judge people by their appearance. True or false?
True.
True, right? People were laughing at her. I'm going to show you the video in a moment. It is more important to be able to make quick judgments about people than it used to be.
False.
False, right? In the past, this was more important. Nowadays, not really. Susan Boyle has probably realized that people will never stop judging her by her appearance. True or false?
True.
True, right? That's why she's wearing makeup, dyeing hair, and so on. Most people predicted that Susan Boyle would be successful as a singer.
False.
False.
False, right? They thought she was not going to be successful. When we judge people by their appearance, we're usually wrong. True or false?
False.
False. Are you sure? When we judge people by their appearance, we're usually wrong.
True.
True. We're usually wrong. So that means that people will surprise us. All right. Let's see. And what happened? We got them all wrong. Oh no, what happened? 0 out of 10. Oh, we need to have all of those right in order to have the score. So it says, when we judge people by their appearance, we are usually wrong because it often gives us generally accurate information. So what is it? We said true, but it was false. I don't get it. When we judge people by their appearance, we are usually wrong. Oh, okay, I understand. So yes, it is false because judging people by their appearance is something natural that we do. Now, we shouldn't do it, but when we do it, well, it gives us some information, like if there's a person walking towards us and the person looks bad, that's a defensive mechanism. It's not like we shouldn't judge, right? So you're walking in the street in Guayaquil, I don't know, in a very dangerous place, and you see a bunch of people going next to you, or you hear the motorbike, you get afraid. Or are you going to put yourself in the position of, we shouldn't judge the book by its cover? No, they are probably not bad people. They are probably bad people. So please, defend yourself. Be more practical. All right, so you know the final answer was false, not true. We wanted to be nice in this answer, but never mind. All right, time for Susan Boyle, or time for the break.
Mr.
Yes.
When
Tell
I
me.
can't choose the two answer.
What do you mean?
I can't choose the true and false in the same sentence.
Oh, no, because the answer is false.
Ah,
It's not true. That's why it has incorrect. It is false.
oh, okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me pause the recording.
Hi, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
Okay, Susan, and where are you from?
I am from Blackburn near Bathgate, West Lothian.
It's a big town.
It's a sort of collection of, villages. I had to think there.
And how old are you, Susan?
I am 47. And that's just one side of me.
Okay, what's the dream?
I'm trying to be a professional singer.
And why hasn't it worked out so far, Susan?
I've never been given the chance before, but here's hoping it'll change.
Okay, and who would you like to be as successful as?
Elaine Page.
Elaine
somebody like
Page.
that.
What are you going to sing tonight?
I'm going to sing I Dreamed a Dream from the Miserables.
Okay. Big song.
Yeah? Yeah.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When folks smiled, life was
You just didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiven. And I was young and unafraid. When dreams are made and used, we stay.
All right, that was Susan Boyle. As you can see, it's pretty much what we are talking about here. Remember, the name of the chapter in this section is called Judging by Appearances, right? And this is the perfect sample. People were laughing at her. People didn't believe that she had talent until she started singing. And when that happened, people were amazed. They were shocked. And maybe that they felt guilty because they were really laughing at a woman that they didn't even know because of her appearance. This is one of the best examples that we have about this topic. All right. And this is what they were talking about in the reading. All right. It's a very interesting situation what happened. This was like more than 10 years ago, like 14 years ago. 2009. Imagine. All right. So for the next part, we already did the first listening and reading. We did the second one as well. And finally, we get to do the final word or phrase in the article for the definitions. Let's see. It's the same article we already read. So in paragraph 1, it says, was sent all over the internet. We have to look for that phrase. Where is it? First paragraph, was sent. I don't find it. Can anyone find it? Please help me out. In paragraph 1, we have two things. Yes, Jorge?
When viral,
Cecilia, you said when?
viral,
Ah, went viral.
when viral,
Went
when
viral.
viral.
Which means that it was sent all over the internet. Very good. And we have this. Went viral, went viral. Here. After the video of her performance went viral, which means after the video was sent all over the internet. And that's the thing. All right, good. Number 2, in the same paragraph 1, judging a person by his or her appearance. What's the phrase for that? It will be the same verb, right? Judge. What's the phrase we have been using? Judge.
Judge a book.
Judge a book. Very good. Judge a book by
Its
cover.
cover.
its cover. Very good. Juzgar un libro por su portada. Judge a book by its cover. All right. Paragraph number 2, we have a phrase that talks about being absolutely essential.
Important level.
Important level. Well, let's find the phrase in the second paragraph. Something that is absolutely important. In the past, being able to do this was
Vitally important.
vitally important.
Vitally important.
That's it. Vitally important. Paragraph number 3. What social class she is and how much money she has. For
Levels
example,
economic.
aha, that's it, Jorge. Thank you. Social economic level. And finally, people who are not expected to succeed, they call them the underdogs. This is interesting. I don't know if there's a word for underdogs in Spanish. Underdogs. Corrientes. Maybe. The underdogs, los corrientes. Could be. I don't know. I mean, it's very difficult to find an exact translation for every single word. But underdogs would express this idea that people who are not expected to succeed, they are called this way. All right. So we got that activity done. We saw Susan Boyle's video. You got the answers here. Right? So let's move on. We already did listening and reading. And we need to go back to the 2 grammar activities we have here. We're going to do them together. And afterwards, I'm going to give you time to work on the following activity, which is the workbook. So you have a bunch of activities that you can use for practicing the topics that we just did. All right. So let's get started on this. Models of deduction. What's a model of deduction? Well, deduction means that there is a possibility, there's a probability. So the modal verbs that you're going to use for that would be the word might, the word could, the word must, the word may, and the negative of can, which would be can't. Those are the modal verbs, right? And these modals will express a doubt. these models will express that there's the possibility or the chance of something, all right? And each of these words express like a level of uncertainty. Uncertainty means that you don't know. But if you do know, you're going to use the word must because you are very sure that this is how it is. But if you're not very sure, but the person or the object has the characteristics, you normally use the word may. And if it's a very random possibility, you use the word might. You think, but there is no proof, or there is nothing that tells you or suggests that things are the way they are. All right. You also have the word could and can't. We're going to see how we use them here. So you match the sentence. He might be going to the gym. How do you know that? Make your match. What would be the following sentence? He might be going to the gym.
He's carrying a sports bag.
He's carrying a sports bag. All right. And we're using the word might because you can carry a sports bag and go anywhere else. How do you know it's the gym specifically? Maybe he's going to play soccer. Or maybe he's going to the pool and he has his other suit in the sports bag. Going to the gym is very specific, so we don't know. And we use the word might. Okay. Next, he can't be enjoying the party. He can't be enjoying the party.
He isn't talking to anybody.
He isn't talking to anybody. Well, maybe. Sounds good, especially the part where you are combining a negative with another negative. He can't be enjoying the party. He isn't talking to anybody. Number 3, he must be a tourist. He must. He must. It's like you are saying this for sure. He must be a tourist. Why is he a tourist?
He is carrying a camera and a guidebook.
Aha. So those things are the typical stereotype tourist, right? Tourists are taking pictures of everywhere and following a guidebook. Well, nowadays guidebooks are more digital, but still. He could be lost. He could be lost. Why do you think he's lost?
He's looking at the map.
He's looking at a map. So when you're lost, you're looking at the map. It makes sense. He might be American. Oh, this is a good one. He might be American.
He's wearing a baseball cap.
Baseball. Baseball is the national sport in, well, actually they have several national sports. They have football and they also have baseball. So baseball it is. He can't be a university student.
He is looking at job adverts in newspaper.
Well, if you're looking for job ads in the newspaper, maybe you are a university student. There must be something else that makes the person believe that you're not in the university yet. What is it?
He's not old enough.
He's not old enough, right? He might be in high school, not in the university. But as a university student, you could be looking for a job, right? Don't you think? Okay. He must be cold. He must be cold. Anyone? He must be cold.
He's Wearing a wedding ring.
He, what? Oh, but wedding ring. The wedding ring means when you get married and you have a ring.
He isn't wearing a jumper.
A jumper. What's a jumper?
And it's like, I don't know how to explain.
But is it a warm clothes?
Yes.
Okay, so if he
Like-
isn't wearing a jumper, he might be cold. He must be cold, right? All right. Yeah, so it's a type of pants. That's the jumper. He may not have a job. How do you know he may not have a
Looking
job?
at job adverts in the newspaper.
Aha, now we have a person looking for jobs in the newspaper. So if he's looking for a job, he may not have a job. Or he wants to change jobs. That's also possible. He must be married.
He's wearing a wedding
Wearing a
ring.
wedding ring, right? That's it. And finally, he can't be a businessman.
He isn't wearing a suit.
So, okay, careful. It's not sweet. It's suit. He isn't wearing a suit. Okay, so that means that all businessmen wear suits. Nowadays, I doubt it, but maybe a few years ago, yes, that was like the standard, the stereotype. If you're a businessman, you wear a suit. All right.
Now that's changed.
Yeah, I mean, many businessmen are more casual nowadays.
Yes. Cause the digital area.
Yeah, especially in the digital area, right? I mean, you have for many decades, programmers, software engineers being very casual because all they do is here. It's not on the way they dress. But businessmen, on the other hand, most of the times it's about appearances. But it's slowly changing. Things are changing. Times are changing. All right, so you got the answers for the first grammar activity. Let's go after the final activity. Complete with must, might, or might not, or can't. Let's see. All right, so you only have those options. Example. What does Pete's new girlfriend do? I'm not sure, but she might be a model. She's very pretty. She might. I mean, the fact that she's pretty doesn't tell you that she is a model for sure, but it's an interesting relationship. She might be. Podría ser. Do you know anyone who drives a Ferrari? Yes, my nephew. What is a nephew?
Sobrino.
Sobrino. Yes, my nephew. I don't know his salary, but he what is it? But
Might.
he must, might, or can't.
Might.
All right, so I'm listening. Must or might?
Might.
Might. And Maria Eugenia says?
Must.
Must. Well, think of this. He's driving a Ferrari. So how sure are you to say that he makes a fortune? Is that a remote chance? Or is it something positive? Is it something definite? In order to drive a Ferrari, he must earn a fortune. You don't know it. With all of these, you don't know if this is true, but we are trying to make or to give it an uncertainty level. If you're riding a Ferrari, it's more possible that you have a fortune. All right, that's the idea. That's the relationship we're trying to make. Because if you're looking for certainty, that's not the topic. Remember, this topic is called models of deduction. So we don't know anything. We are just assuming things. Number two, Why don't you buy this dress for your mom? Oh, by the way, another British thing. Mom with you. Mom, the American English is with O, M-O-M. But in British English, it's mom with you. Thing. It's just the writing because the pronunciation is exactly the same. Why don't you buy this dress for your mom? I'm not sure. She might not, right? She might not like it. It's a bit short for her. So why do we write might not and not the word can't? She can't like it. Well, because we have at the beginning the phrase I'm not sure. If you're not sure, you say might. If you are sure, you say must if it's positive, or you say can't if it's negative. Next, number 3. My sister works as an interpreter for the European Union. She
Must.
She must. I mean, if she's working for the European Union, she must speak lots of languages. She must. Number 4. Did you know that Andy's parents have split up? Poor Andy. He
can't.
He can't. Oh, by the way, one thing. Remember, la tilde no es un apóstrofe. Si usted no tiene tilde en su teclado, copie la palabra y la pega. De otro modo, usted pone una tilde, que la tilde es inclinada y el apóstrofe es recto, perfectamente vertical. Si usted pone uno en vez del otro, el sistema le va a calificar mal. Y como se los estoy anticipando, no hay rectificación. Be careful, porque así también será en el examen. Okay, number 5. Are your neighbors away? All the windows are closed. I'm not sure. I suppose they... Anyone? They
Nice.
might. Very good, because it says, I'm not sure. When you doubt, you use might. Where's your colleague today? Where's your colleague today? Colleague means colega. Where's your colleague today? She
Must.
She must be ill. Ill means enferma. She must be ill. She called to say that she's going to the doctor's. Okay, so if she's going to the doctor, then she must be sick. Number 7. Jane is looking at you in a very strange way. Yes, I've grown a beard since I saw her last. So she...
Might not.
Well, I've grown a beard, so I'm giving you reasons to think that she's not recognizing me. If I have a reason, I need to be sure, and the sure word is can't. Very good, Maria de los Ángeles. So she can't recognize me. All right. My daughter has failed all her exams again. My daughter has failed all her exams again. She
Can't.
She can't. She can't be working very hard if she gets such bad grades. You know, I'm having second thoughts about this one. Maybe it's might not. I'm thinking maybe it is, because she's looking at a very strange way, and I'm assuming it's because of the beard. I'm not sure if it's because of the beard. All right, I'm going to change it just in case. might not. That's why we're doing an analysis before answering the question. At the end, when you speak in English, it's very difficult to follow every single rule. So we try to analyze with the text. Number 9, why is Tina so happy? I'm not sure, but she... Might, yes, because you're not sure. I'm not sure, but she might have a new partner. And number 10, where's the manager's house? I don't know, but he lived near the office because he commutes every day by train.
Might.
Might. But he might. Sorry.
Can't.
I mean, I'm having doubts because it says live near because he commutes every day by train. If you live near, you wouldn't be taking the train, right? So I would guess it's the opposite. He can't live near the office because he uses the train every day. All right, let's check. I hope you follow the analysis so that you can do the activity as well in the workbook. And yes, good thing that we did this correction about the beard, number 7, and we have all the other answers there. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we finished the guided part of this session. So now I am going to put this Unit 6B available, the workbook, so that you can work on that. All right, everything is practice about the things that we have already done. Porque está oculto. Mostrar. All right. So, también mostrar. Let's work on this, and you let me know if there is any situation.